So, guys, I got invited into a messe, and this was my first time to go there. Like, I've never been in any messe. So, the first thing you do when you get invited, you have to prepare your documents with like your CVs, your certificates if you've been into college, and so on. And yeah, because here you're going to meet different people from different companies, and you have to express yourself. You have to talk about your qualifications. You have to present maybe your certificates and so on. So in this place, there were 30 companies, and apart from them, there are also other organizations which, like, they give advice. Like, if you're looking for Ausbildung, or if you want to join a college, like you need to specialize in something, then they will give you advice according either to your school or something like that. So I got in there and I met so many people. Like, there were really, really a lot of people, and you just get overwhelmed. You don't know where to start. You see that company, you want to run there. You see another one there, and you're just excited. So the first thing I did, I got in and I checked. I'm like, no, let me go out first to get a little bit confidence and then come back. So I went outside a little bit, then came in, and I decided to start working. While I was walking because they were in different stations. I stood somewhere, and luckily I stood next to a lady who, like, she was just directing people. So she asked me how she can help me, and I explained myself. So she gave me the name of two companies where I could start. On my way there, I found another lady. Luckily, I think it was just luck, because in these places you need to be two people. Like, you gain that confidence. It's easier for you when you have someone at least you are talking with and you are going around with, because it's like you are just there in the middle of so many people. You don't know where to start and so on. So when I met this lady, she smiled at me and I smiled back, and we said hi, hi. Are you also looking for a job? Yes, and so on. And then we just rhymed, like, we just started chatting and we started working together, going to one place and another and so on. So in these places, like, there in every company, there are two people. In every organization there are two people, and they only put their name there. What they are doing, they are not going to put. So it's up to you to. So at first I thought I would, like, just walk and ask them what exactly, because you see a name and there's no time to Google or you, like, when you see the name, you don't know what, maybe they're looking for builders, people to constructors or something like that. So at first I thought maybe I ask, like, I ask them what exactly they do, and I did. I asked one, and the person was looking like me, like, confused. So the thing you do is that you don't ask them. You just go and greet them, and you start explaining yourself. What have you been doing? What have you learned in school and so on? So with the first person, was a little bit, for me, complicated. Like, it was a little bit hard because I didn't know how to start, where to start. It's like you've been invited to an interview, although an interview is something different because you applied for this job and you know what you want. Like, the position is there, you know what you applied for, and, like, you've checked everything, so you already have an idea of what you're going to do there. But here, different names, like, some you may not have heard them, or you've heard them but you don't know what they do exactly. So yeah, the first one was a little bit hard, but then I gained the confidence, and I tell you guys, it's very important. For me, I felt I felt like a little improvement, or just uh, is it not little, like I gained that confidence. I know how, you know, when you're expressing yourself in a different language, it's a little bit difficult. Here you have to speak the German. You need to express yourself in in the language, because if I go and I'm looking for work and I start speaking in English, that's a no. Like, even if they will pay attention to me, but every, like, these companies would be, for them, I think they will be happier for them. Is it unhappier, or there is a high chance when someone is speaking in their language than when you are here and you're speaking in English, and you brought yourself there. You understand what I mean? So the first, now after the first one, after he looked at me so funny, I had now to change and start explaining, this is what I have done, this is what I learned in school, and this is what I did at home, like in Kenya, and then here in German, this is what I've been doing, and at the moment I'm doing this, or like that. And you have to explain it in German, and then I gave them my CV. So after that one, I gained now, that confidence. Now you know what to do, you know how to say it, you know where to start. And I walked to the next. Remember, we are still in this lady. So we were like this. One will start, stand aside and wait for the other. Now, I got encouraged at one of them, because, as I said, I have done business management and my papers are already verified here. So I went to one and I presented my CV. And you start from the CV, how you know how to you make your CVs. You start from the latest, like what you've been doing, what you did the last in terms of experience, up to the first one or to the lowest, and so on. So this one checked my CV and he said, this is not what we do here. So my my working experience in my field, I don't have. What I have is the 3 months that I did in a municipal council of Mombasa, and it was just down there. And this one looked at it and then he said, but this one we want. Like, the upper ones you don't want, but the lowest one we want. And I'm like, wow. So quickly I took my whatever. I have my certificate in my phone. So quickly I just opened it and showed him, and he's like, send us an email. Oh. But now the problem is, when you're in school, this kind of job, you need full time. Like, you need, when you have free, you cannot just have part time in this field. Anyway, that was a good experience. And if you are in German and you've heard about Messe, especially if you come from outside here, please try to go there, because meeting these different people, remember I told you it was 30 companies there, although I didn't go to all of them. One, because some were offering something that I didn't want. There were the military, they are not stepping, and there were bakery, I'm not going to bake. Like, there were different ones. You just choose what you want, and yeah, you give it a trial. Talk to them. They were very friendly and so on. Like, they just listen, take their time and listen to you. So it was a good experience. If you've watched up to this point, like the video for me. Thank you.